Hello everyone, Stasis here again, and today I bring you a guide on beginners starting off in Cube World, and I will try to cover most of the basics, and if I miss something I apologise, but for the most part you should have a much better idea of the game after looking at this guide. When you create a new character you will be faced with this screen. There is nothing that actually affects the character except from the class. First up we have the Warrior. The Warrior is a strong, close combat class and it delivers really slow but powerful attacks. The Ranger is a ranged attacker, as you would expect. Very strong at longer ranges, but not so much at close quarters. Keeping people at a longer distance is imperative for this class to be successful. The Mage is another ranged attacker, but is also really effective up at close range. It uses magic, obviously, and it's very strong for beginners. It's an easy class to pick up, and it is one of the best. Last of all, the Rogue is a fast attacking melee class. It's not quite as strong in terms of attacks, but is much faster than the Warrior. After some leveling, it also has some strength in stealth. The first thing you should probably do when you spawn into a world is click M for the map and find on the map what's going on. In this map I can see the city is northeast and I'm going to be heading there straight away, which I would recommend you do also, but it's not imperative. And you will see these sword icons which indicate missions. When you first spawn in the world there will be mobs around, and one of the types you should probably avoid is any that have a red name. That indicates that he is a higher level than me and he will probably be very difficult to take down. One thing that can be helpful to navigate the landscape is the ability to climb. By doing this you can hold control and it will allow you to climb surfaces. Keep a note of the stamina bar down just above your health, as that will run out, and when that runs out you will not be able to climb anymore and you will drop. As you can see now I'm just approaching the city, and as you will see around the city there will be some things like this, pumpkin farms. You can click these up using E, and when you find a campfire you can actually create a source of food with certain objects and that can regain your health. To craft objects you will need to click C and you will have certain recipes. You'll have less than I do because I've been playing with this character for a while. But you can see, especially in food, stuff like pumpkin muffin requires a campfire. Out in the world you will find campfires. You can click R to use these and you'll get certain more objects. Those certain things like pineapple slices I can create just here and by clicking this button down here. And I can eat these and equip them by the easiest way would be to click tab and I can go left or right to pick these. And there we go, pineapple slices. One of the first things you want to do in the city is tame a pet, and you'll see a bunch of animals running around such as a sheep and a cat. I believe these all have the same powers. In the general store you will find one certain food it spawns in each time, and that's going to be your choice of a pet on the first go. An easy way to navigate the city I have found is click M and you can zoom in on the map here and then click M again and it will have a zoomed in version on your minimap. And this is an easy way to find stores without having to click M. Stores sell certain different things. This store, for instance, with a sword symbol, what you would expect, it sells weapons. As you can see here, the potion bag looking thing sells general store, is a general store, and it sells a bit of a variety of items. And then there's also an armor store on the other side. The other type of store that you'll see is inns, all the other buildings that have signs. You can use these to sleep when it gets dark and it will reset it to 7 AM the next day, and you will want to be doing this because it gets very, very dark. These people here that you see with a little speech bubble above their head, you can talk to them and they will indicate something such as, this guy has said, have you explored the catacombs of something? And it will put it on the map, and as you can see now on the map it will be indicated over there, Catacombs of Crowcell. This is a nice easy way to find what certain things are on the map. The green ones indicate places that you haven't seen already, and the white ones are the ones that you've already talked. So for the food to tame a pet you will need to go to the general store, which is the one with the bag on the front. Go in there, you talk to the person clicking R and you will find certain things. This guy here, this lady here is selling cotton candy. This is the option which I believe is to tame a sheep. So that's what I'm going to do this time. When you have tamed them you'll see that you can equip them by putting them in the bar here. As you can see here I have a dog, and take them out again and have them in your inventory. To tame a pet, you'll need to find the relevant animal. There is a section on the wiki which shows you what foods tame what animals. This is probably the best thing to do, is to have a look at that. I'll probably leave a link in the description if I remember. And to do this, you need to click I and put the pet food in the pet section. This will put it in your hands, as you can see, and that animal will come up to you. And this sheep is going to become my pet. As you can see there, it has come up just below my name, and that is now my pet. If you want to name your pet, you can type in the chat, which is enter/name pet, and I'm going to name it Bob. Space what you want to name it. There we go, Bob the sheep. This pet will follow you around and help in combat. It will die kind of often, but at the same time it will respawn really quickly. If you want to speed up this, or if you lose your pet, you can always just take it out of your inventory and pop it back in, and it will spawn in instantly. After a while, you'll be able to unlock the ability to ride pets. Not for a while though. You need to click X once you're level up, and you'll be able to select skill points. And as you can see here, you can click on these and upgrade certain aspects of your character. If you upgrade the pet, eventually you can get to the ability to ride them, and that enables you to travel faster along the landscape. Same thing is you can do with hang gliding. If you want to hang glide, you need to purchase a hang glider and unlock this attachment. Same with the boat. If you want to use the boat, you need to purchase it at the general store and unlock this ability. Your character has certain abilities. You can follow 2 trees on this character, for instance, which is the rogue, assassin, or ninja. As you can see, it only changes this 3rd special attack, and you'll unlock this when you level them up. For instance, intercept, which is an attack that looks like this and allows you to get up in there and attack really quickly. You do not have that when you first spawn in, but you will once you level it up. And you can level these up and gain special attacks, and you'll see them down on the hotbar as 1, 2, 3, and 4. Crafting is a great way to get products which can help you in battle, and I'm going to show you how to create the life potion, which is extremely easy to make and very helpful because you can take it while you're running and take it mid-battle. To open up this crafting screen, you need to click C, and then you'll see down here what you need for certain things. For this life potion, I need to have a heart flower and a water flask. Now, to get a water flask, you need to have glass flasks, which you can purchase at the general store for a cost of 2 copper coins, which is not much. When you get into the game, you'll see how much that really is. It's not at all. In order to turn your glass flasks into water flasks, you need to be inside water, and then click this button here under the formulas menu. That will turn them into water flasks, sorry, and then you can create life potions, assuming that you have heart flowers, which you can find around the environment. These are very easy to find. You'll find them around a lot, and they look like this, just a little heart flower, and you can click them within E. To craft now, I need to click C again, find the necessary menu, which is Alchemy, and turn these into life potions. Now to equip these again, press Tab and go to the left, in my case, to get the life potions, and then they're on my quick bar and I can use Q. All that, or you can right click them in your inventory. You'll find attackable objects such as this scrub here, and you can actually get things from them. For me, I can get cobweb, and I can turn these into silk, and certain other things like cotton flowers and ginseng roots can also get things such as cotton balls, or the recipe for ginseng soup, which is another great food, respectively. Attacking people, you're going to want to only take on one at a time, especially when you're only just starting out. You can roll away using the middle mouse button. You can use the primary attack and the secondary attack. For me, the secondary attack can actually stun them, so it is a good use to use that sometimes to get them on the ground and get some attacks in when they're not attacking you. When you first start out in the game, you want to only be attacking things that have a blue name, such as this has an orange name, which means it's slightly higher level than me, but not too hard to take. I could take it on because I'm a higher level than just starting out, but at the same time, it's probably not a good idea. Probably only take out blue ones when you're just starting out. Red ones, such as this insect guard, you do not want to be taking out at all when you first start off. However, when you start leveling up a bit and get a bit closer to taking them out, if you take on a single red enemy, they can be really good for XP. After a while, you'll be unlocking certain things and you'll want to be equipping some armor. To change weapons, you can put your certain weapons in these slots here, left and right weapons. For instance, I have 2 weapons I can equip with the rogue. However, most classes you'll only have 1. And these different weapons will have different abilities. As you can see on the hotbar, my secondary attack has changed a bit. Now this is a campfire I was talking about. The campfires can be great, especially when they have beds. You can create things using the campfire. For instance, this I required the pumpkin muffin, which I required to have a campfire I can create with now. And you can also sleep on the bed for some free health. As you can see there, my health is gaining very fast. And if you want to get out of the bed, you just move with your keys. You'll come across weapon pickups which are only available for other classes. I would recommend still keeping these because they can be worth a fair bit in the store. You'll also come across armor, and you can also craft armor, and you can put these in the necessary slots such as neck. And yes, there's a fair few different armor slots that you can put stuff into. Just pick the best one for that slot, obviously. And as well as that, you'll have a light which you can click using F. This will help when you're in dark spots. As you can see here, it lights it up, especially in dark dungeons and caves. You'll have a special. I can put, for instance, the hang glider which I purchased in here, and I can use that when I unlock the attachment, and I can use that when I unlock the ability. And of course you have your pet here. When you die, you will revive at one of these little statue things here, and they'll be discovered as you explore, and it will be a relatively close place to where you died. Certain mobs I would recommend not attacking when you first start out is things such as the turtle, beetles. Beetles are absolutely brutal, as well as larger objects than you, such as things like the skull cows, which are massive, ogres, and boss mobs, which are larger versions of mobs such as things like goblins or the radish people, whatever the actual name is. Starting out will be really tedious, but you know, once you get into it a bit, you'll find it much easier to take down a lot more mobs, and you'll be much more practiced at battle. So I thank you guys for watching. I hope this has been helpful to you guys, and yeah, if you're interested in more Cube World content, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.